Hello and welcome back. We're playing the Outer Worlds still. This is the day after I drank all that champagne while we were playing last night, and not drinking today. I have a cup of coffee, but that's all we got. But hopefully we didn't do anything too bad. I don't know if Spacer's Choice is going to be super upset with me because of the fact that I killed, one of their lieutenants and things after I got them to fight for me. But I guess we'll find out. But this is where we were supposed to be, so let's go. Okay.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Okay. Alright. Had to make sure I was recording backup audio. I got kind of ahead of myself. So let's continue. Okay.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
I don't know what you said in the beginning.
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
I'm not a marauder, but okay.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's work.
So we've got a lot of sabers here. I don't know if we need all those. But maybe they'll come in handy if they break or something easily like that. Okay, repair, can we do that? You have insufficient weapon parts. Okay. Okay. Let's find some weapon parts. No? Okay. Just having a look around, seeing if there's maybe a crossbow stick. Alright. That's probably a melee weapon.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is... Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
You're bluffing, right? What are you gonna do, self-destruct? I'm not here to misappropriate anything. I don't appreciate being talked to that way. I think knowing what she'll do is probably a good bet, so let's...
Gesture procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Oh my gosh. I knew she was bluffing. Okay. So let's see. I need to get this ship in the air. Is this Hawthorne's ship? Who is Hawthorne again? No matter.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Okay. So it is Hawthorne's ship. Hawthorne was supposed to meet me here when I landed. Hawthorne's dead, I'm sorry. Your captain's a real a red smear under my escape pod. We'll do number 1 because that seems the least damning. I feel like if I say number 2, I don't know. I don't think there's anything that this spaceship can do to me, but I want to stay in Ada's good graces. So let's.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
That's correct. Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry. Marauders killed him. He met my escape pod, all right. Head first. That last one doesn't sound good. Let's just say he's dead.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information.
She's frowning.
Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it, you need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly. Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne is dead. It's funny that she believed us so easily, I guess. I mean, what else? Alright, well, that's fine.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Okay, where am I supposed to find something like that? I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage. We'll use the engineering skill and get some extra.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
That is so good that this ship is called the Unreliable. Okay. Thanks, Ada, I got it, thanks. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable, I like it. Knock it off with this Captain Hawthorne nonsense. We'll just say we have it.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Huh. Alright. So we have to leave the ship again, but I want to kind of have a look around first, if I can.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
That is fine, Ada.
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Okay. And there's cameras kind of everywhere, but everything looks kind of old. Climb. Let's go down there in a minute. Oh, this is nothing. Okay. Okay, we'll go down here. Okay. Okay. Storage, maybe? What is this here?
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
No. But that's good to know that we have it, that we can change our skills if we have enough points. I should have gone into that red hallway, but down here shouldn't. Oh, we were just here. Okay. Okay, and
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
requires power regulator, and we knew that. Okay. Alright, let us leave this ship and figure out what it is that we can find. Hopefully, the Spacer's Choice...
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
It's crazy how fast she's shifted from Marauder, you're not allowed to be here, blah, to you're my captain now, aren't you, Hawthorne? That's funny.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Okay. Some creepy AI bullshit, that's fine. Oh god, there's a person out here.
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
Okay, we're probably gonna have to lie through our teeth. Guards and I had a bit of an altercation. Guards accidentally brutally shot themselves while on patrol. I don't like your tone. Let's do a lie. Worst comes to worst, we have to kill this guy too. But in best case scenario, they think that the weapons malfunctioned and they accidentally shot themselves. So, we'll go with lie.
Accidentally brutally shot themselves, huh? Unbelievable. Second time this month.
Amazing.
Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
I could use their gear, no sense in letting a good suit of armor go to waste. Good idea, and clean up this ship while you're at it. Don't you care that they died? We have really already picked up their stuff, haven't we? But just in case, we'll just say number one, because it might look a little bit suspicious if we, you know, go with one of the other two and their stuff is already gone, so, we'll go with number one.
No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Hang on, I want to ask you something. I'll be on my way. Let's ask him something. I'm kind of curious to see where this goes.
Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
All right. Lobby with you. Okay, so we're gonna head over to whatever this town here is that he was trying to point me towards. I'm glad that lie worked because now, you know, I don't have any blood on my hands.
Huh? You hiding? Kill them!
No, I'm not hiding. Jesus.
Get back!
Oh, I am not a good shot. Just stand still so I can shoot you in the head. That's right. There we go. Okay, one more shot. Alright. Pick up their shit. One's died over here, right? Maybe not. Okay. I'm gonna end up being over encumbered because I take everybody's shit. But that's okay, we'll worry about that when it happens. Resident. Marauder. Resident. Okay. Well. We got this. Okay. Ooh, pretty. Ah, that's really fun. Okay. And two moons and a planet nearby, and northern lights and all that good shit. All right. I don't know how to put my weapon down.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Talk.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I was already there. I'm just passing through. My pod crashed in the hills back there. How do you know I'm not a marauder? We'll go with we don't have to. Let's be vague. I think that's probably the best choice.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
I never got your name. I'm Hayes. Do they pay you to chat with strangers? Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable. Is that why you got a pair of armed guards? Let's not say we're your captain of the Unreliable because we just heard another Spacer's Choice person say that it was an illegal landing and they wanted to, get the person who, landed the ship down there in the hills. So let's just go with the name. Even though we can see his name is Silas. Yeah.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses.
Yeah.
You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Right. Who do I talk to about a power regulator? I'm looking to make a little money while I'm here. This place looks like it's falling to pieces. Junior in humor. Fancy title for a gravedigger. I'll be on my way. Okay, I'm gonna guess that we will get to ask all of these. But I think probably the most important one is the power regulator, just in case we don't get to ask the other questions. So let's...
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure.
Okay.
If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road.
Okay.
Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offering me a job, I do what I want. You're asking the wrong person, I'm not interested. I do what I want sounds most like the truth. I could, if they're gonna pay me, I might as well take a job, though. Yeah, let's do that.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our gravesites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? You want me to be a debt collector for grave rent? Ooh. You want me... Okay. Okay, you're making people pay for their own graves? That sounds... Yeah, that sounds like what I'd say. Why can't you collect these fees yourself? Let me ask you about something else. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Excuse me. You're making people pay for their own
Company
graves?
policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
No. I'm not gonna collect those fees. That does not sound like the sort of person I want to be in this game, so...
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Let's ask him something else.
Yeah?
This town must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed. You lose a lot of people to marauders. Have you heard any news about the Hope? How long have you been a junior in humor, gravedigger, whatever? Let's ask about the town being in bad shape.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, And those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
If it's a plague, why aren't you wearing a mask? That's all I gotta say about that. You're not worried about falling sick? Yeah.
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
How long have you been a junior inhumer? I should go. I'm gonna go. Because I'm not collecting those bounties for you, or those debts. Because I don't think they're right. This is a coffin. Jesus. Edgewater Employment Community. Okay, transition time. Emerald Vale. N-rays are exotic effect discovered in the 20th century. N-ray attacks cause internal damage. Okay. Okay. It looks kind of like an old western town, but with a futuristic flair, which is fun.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work.
Okay, 1 second. Let me see if I can. Can I unequip? No. I don't want to carry this right now. Okay. Okay, I can't push 4, which is kind of what I was wanting to do. Oh. Item repair. Okay. Unequip. Okay, did that do it? No, I'm still carrying something else. Can I unequip? God dang it. Unequip. Do I have to be carrying something? Okay, well, this looks the least threatening, I'd say, so.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Okay. So where? Cantina. Constable, so the cops. What is this? Maintenance division. Oh, it's still giving me a marker, so let's just follow that. That sounds like the best.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders gathered.
Just
Spacer's Choice. Saltuna Cannery. Okay. Notice, Edgewater's Saltuna canning facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Schedule your sick leave with Spacer's Choice foreman and or supervisor. Be considerate toward other members of Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Okay, so you're supposed to schedule your sick leave 2 weeks in ahead? That's okay. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See, read if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. Alright. Okay. That's fine. What is this? Steel dehydrated water tablets. Dehydrated water tablets? Sounds like a bunch of hoodoo to me. Okay.
Please welcome. I'm
Elevator
playing
music.
the big lesson. The grease monkey, Argo.
I'm sorry.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you. You must be the town boss. I'll wait until you're finished. Well, I'll wait until you're finished. Seems like, I would like to eavesdrop. So I'm not gonna do that. Number 2 is a little bit flattering, I'd say. Let's just go with number 1.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work here. I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform, what are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice. We're gonna go with number 3.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it. Frying myself? Let me guess. You want me to do something before you'll help me? Let's just get right to the point.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
All right. When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? That's a lot to ask of a stranger. Tell me about this geothermal plant. Let's see who's there.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do. What a surprise, I never would have guessed. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power. You mean marauders? Marauders aren't people. We're gonna go with the sarcastic group, because I don't like the way that this guy is. I don't like this guy. I can already tell.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
So you can exploit them for your labor? Okay. Tell me what I need to do. Why? If you want me to solve your deserter problem, I charge by the head. Well, I don't really like this guy, so I'm really leaning towards you're gonna have to pay me for this. But let's just ask why.
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I hope they do shut you down for good. How can I help? None of what you're telling me is my problem. I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for walking out. I'm gonna do number 3.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can do. How will I recognize Adelaide? I can't make any promises. I already don't like this. I've got a whole bunch of red flags popping up in my head. I feel like I'm gonna have to make choices that I don't want to make. So basically, I can see that there's 2 options here. Either I take the power from the botanical lab, or I somehow steal the power from the whole of Edgewater to spite this greedy motherfucker. Okay. Okay. Well, I can't make any promises, but I'm not gonna say that. We'll go with it for now.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
These workers must have left town for a reason. What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back? You're asking me to cut off power to an entire community.
I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Alright, I guess.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yeah, let's go for it. Hopefully I don't accidentally kill her.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Okay. CMP Manager Seminar Companions. You've gained a companion. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. If I could speak, that would be great. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Okay. She seems fun. I like her. Maybe she'll turn out to be good. Like, we won't have to convince her much that what we're doing is the wrong thing to do. Because I don't really want to do it. And if I can get her to go on with me...
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry.
Yeah.
You got a minute? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about about deserters, so what's the other side of it? Figures, Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. What he said seemed pretty straightforward to me. If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. Let's just ask her what's the other side of it.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Okay, I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town has issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends, or what? Did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned? I'm sure deserters are very fine people, so what? I think I'm gonna go with number one again.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by. Why do we need to talk to a vicar about flipping a switch in your power mill? Where would I find him? I'll think about it. Where would I find him?
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing.
Okay. I suppose it wouldn't hurt. What do we need to talk to a vicar about?
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay.
I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Yeah. I like you. I like you. I like you. Let's go talk to the vicar.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Pravati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do. How did you know I'm an outsider? What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here? I just thought of something else I need to be doing, so that's probably exiting the conversation, even though it doesn't say it. Let's go with number one.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
We're gonna go with number two, because fix the geothermal plant isn't really what we're trying to do. He really just wants to cut off power so that, you know, they come back to town and he can take advantage of them for their work again. So,
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
so what do you advise? What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar? Great. Can we wrap this up? Let's see what he thinks of the group.
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
I don't think it really matters what a responsible life choice is. Depends on how well their leader can provide beyond your walls. So what do you advise? Great. Can we wrap this up? Let's flex our intelligence.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible? Right, just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. It sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time. This has been a waste of time. Let's go, Parvati. I mean, this is kind of what we're trying to do in the first place, right? I don't know. This is... Okay.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I've been outside, I'm not impressed, and I can handle myself better than a vicar. And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more. Why would a vicar be after banned heretical books? I assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it. All very fascinating, I'm sure, but I have to be going. Let's hear what he's about to pay me.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book. Why would a vicar be after banned... Okay. I assume you'll want to burn it. I'll need to know a little more about this book before I agree to this. Okay.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I want to know if you're going to burn the book. Thought I would be able to... Okay.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay. We'll look for the book, but I don't know if we're going to give it to him. Oh god, didn't mean to do that. That scared me. Okay. Let's head out. The only source of protein a busy worker needs. Salt tuna. If it's actually tuna, are all of these people suffering from mercury poisoning? Hold on, I'm gonna re-equip my gun here. And we'll do the saber as well. Okay. Okay. And Pavati's still behind me. Good. Ludwig.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
I feel like she's slipping in and out of a, like, southern accent, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I want to pick locks and stuff here. Okay, where are we going? Vending machine discovered. Spacer's Choice Automated Sales Units Vending Machines. Vending machines offer a variety of items for purchase, mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have a high enough reputation with the associated faction. A hack skill of 40 or higher. Okay, so let's it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. Is a weird way to put it. Okay. So is it on the other side then? I'd assume so. Okay, where do I check what I'm doing? Can I take it? That's not stealing, is it? No, because... If it was stealing, it would say steal, right? Hopefully. Okay. Almost there. Points available, 10. Nice. Let's go stealth. Let's go leadership. We'll do a couple of those. Dodge and block. Might as well bring those up a couple points. And let's put the rest into ranged. Okay. Apply. Accept. Okay. And I think that's it. Perks available 0. Okay. Journal. Oh, journal is where... Okay. Codex. Loot. Vending machines. Okay. So that takes care of that. Quests. Comes now the power. Phineas needs your help to set things right. Find Hawthorne's ship. Divert power. Companion quest. In a minute we'll do that one too. Because it won't let me do that one right now, so we'll... Okay. Nice. Oh shit. Oh no. Damn. Wasn't expecting that. I should watch out, huh? There's another one. Well.
Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely spaced out there for a second. Okay. So she never met her mother. You mean she's dead? How is that possible? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. I don't want to be nosy.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much.
Okay.
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Is that normal? That's inhuman. I think we say that's inhuman, because I don't like that.
It's sensible.
Sensible.
Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
I guess. You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing. It's an ideal, not what we live in, but what we strive for. Then why'd you want to talk to him? Never been much for religion myself. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with number 4, because I don't really... This seems kind of patronizing. This just seems really, you know, idealistic. I don't think we strive for something like that. This is a good question, though. Let's go for number 3.
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Alright. Oh, okay. It's up there. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What is your problem? I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers. I'm leaving. What is your problem sounds really fighty. I don't want to fight. Number 2 seems kind of, you know, I don't know. Neither of these sound like good options, but I'm gonna go with number 2.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I'm looking for the geothermal plant, know anything about it. We're about to go to it, so no. No reason to ask that question, I don't think. Reed said something about former workers living out in the wildness. Wilderness. Excuse me. If I'd read, that'd be good. Let's, shoot. I don't think we bring Reed into this, because that's gonna make them suspicious right off the bat, I think. So let's just go with number 1.
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide.
Okay.
If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Alright. Where can I find Adelaide? We're not gonna bring up Reed, because that's...
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Okay.
Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
All good. We've all got problems. I just got shot into space. You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna repair my ship. Trouble with marauders. I'll get out of your hair. Let's go with number 2.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out. You could always go looking for her. Don't tell me you're scared of a few marauders. Good luck with that. I'm gonna say I'll keep my eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
I know someone who sounds exactly like this. It's kind of uncanny. Can't imagine where she's gone. I live in Nebraska, so... But it does... I mean, she sounds a little more southern, but very Midwestern. Okay. Unless marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places. Don't worry about it, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Okay. I've got questions about Zoe.
I'll tell you what I can.
Any idea where she might be hiding? Maybe the marauders took her away. How well do you know her? Any idea where she
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Okay. You snooped around in her room. How well do you know? How well do you know her?
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Okay. You seem personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her. Maybe the marauders took her. We're gonna do number 1.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Okay. Let's change this.
What is it?
I'll leave it be. Alright. We're gonna go and talk to Adelaide and maybe figure out where Zoe is. But I think we're gonna do that next time because we've been going for a while now. So hopefully the next time we can talk to Adelaide and we can maybe find Zoe. I don't know about that book. We'll keep that in the back of our minds as well, though. So, we're going to stop this one here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.